The city of Glasgow officially in top 5 sporting cities globally. And when you consider 20 years ago they hosted the World Championships, 2014 the Commonwealth Games, and the Commonwealth Games in this very venue, the Emirates Arena. And what a magnificent arena it is too. So our next match is Tommy Sugiarto, the bronze medalist at the World Championships 3 years ago, up against Hu Yun of Hong Kong. Well, as far as this section of the draw is concerned, these two players we're about to see are battling for the right to play against either Anders Antonsson, the number 14 seed young dame, or highly talented youngster from Germany, and that is Fabian Oro. So the men's singles first round encounter, neither player seeded. In fact, it's the first time that Tommy Sugiarto, in his 4th consecutive World Championships, has not been seeded. He's up against Hu Yun. There's Tommy Sugiarto, who is and will remain the first ever player to emulate a parent in winning a World Championship medal. Of course, his father, Ichuk Sugiarto, won the world title in 1983 in Copenhagen, beating Aliam Sui King in the final. It was an all-Indonesian final.
Black is side, right.
Of course, we've had a female player who has emulated a parent by winning a World Championship medal, and that's Sung Ji-hyun in the women's singles. But here, Ichuk Sugiarto's oldest son, Tommy, 29 years of age now, born in West Jakarta, and he has been as high as 1 week as world number 3 from the 10th of April 2014. But he's gone down the world rankings mainly because of injury problems that he's struggled with over recent years. So, as I say, this is his 4th World Championships. In the semi-final of those Copenhagen World Championships in 2014, he lost to the eventual champion, Chen Long, and injured himself at, I think it was, 20-all in the second game. He lost that 22-20. So as far as Hu Yun is concerned, he was born in Wuhan in Hubei province. And of course, Wuhan hosted the 2012 Thomas and Uber Cup finals, the World Team Championships for men and women. He's 35 years of age, though he will turn 36 later this month. Born in China, moved to Hong Kong in 2005, and then first represented his new country, Hong Kong, in 2008. 6 World Championships, and he was seeded at the last 3. He was a quarter-finalist at the last World Championships in Jakarta. And as you can see, this is the 5th meeting between the two players, and of the previous 4. Tommy Sugiarto has not just won the last 1, he's won the last 3. The last time they met was in the quarter-final stage of the Asian Men's Team Championships in Hyderabad in 2016. And incidentally, in that quarter-final stage, Indonesia beat Hong Kong 3-love as we look at our court officials for this match. So as far as Hu Yun is concerned, one suspects, with the fact that he is about to turn 36 years of age, this may be his very, very last chance to medal at World Championships. I hope I'm not being unfair, Lars, but he is really the nearly man of world badminton, isn't he? He's been in 5 career finals, and he's lost all 5, including 3 Superseries tournaments: 2012 China Masters, 2014 Japan, 2015 Singapore. Whereas this man, Tommy Sugiarto, has been in 4 Super Series tournament finals, and he's won one. 2013 Singapore. Well, the final preparations, both very, very experienced players.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Tommy Sugiarto, Indonesia. And on my left, Hun Jun, Hong Kong, China. Hun Jun to serve. Low ball. Play.
So, Hu Yun representing Hong Kong, getting this first round encounter underway.
Service over. 1 low.
Not only did Tommy Sugiarto's father win World Championship gold, he was in fact a 3-time medalist. A couple of bronze medals to add to his gold.
Service over. 1 all.
I always think it's tough for any sports person to try and live up to a parent's achievements, handle that sort of pressure, because inevitably we always compare. That's what sport is about, comparing, and we compare father and son, or mother and daughter, or parent and child, whatever. And it's a lot of pressure on a youngster.
Indeed there is, and even
2 1.
if the parent doesn't put on that pressure, then the surroundings and the expectations of other people will do it for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think actually that sometimes it's better if the child chooses another sport, because then they can get the expertise from the parents, but use it in a different environment, and sometimes that's maybe a little bit easier.
Yeah.
And then, of course, not all children of big sports stars have the same talent as their parents. So
No.
you can't just expect that they should be able to do the same.
No.
3 1.
No, it is remarkable when it happens. Danish footballers I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Father and son.
Yeah. We have a few
Peter
of those.
and Kasper Schmeichel, both goalkeepers here in the UK.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you.
Graham Hill, Damon Hill, Formula One.
Laudrup.
Yes, yeah.
Brian and Michael Laudrup's father was also a national team player in football.
And of course, we ought to, as we're in the United Kingdom, we ought to mention Her Royal Highness Princess Anne winning the European Championships in equestrian 3-day eventing, and her daughter Sarah Phillips winning the European Championships in 2005. Yeah, well, he's had so many injury problems as Tommy Sugiarto. It's nice to see him back on court and playing well. I watched him win the Thailand Masters Grand Prix Gold earlier this year in Bangkok. Now, what's the problem here? Oh no, not another injury problem. Oh, there you are. Tournament doctor.
I think he scratched his hand from
yes.
landing on the floor mat. So I think this, and I hope this is an injury that the doctor can fix.
Yeah. Dr. Martin Fulstrom from Sweden. Yeah, the rules of international sport dictate that any blood injury must be treated immediately.
Exactly.
So there we go, little Grace. And that won't stop him. He's a tough man. Yeah, that's when it happened. We often see the defending champion, Chen Long, grazing his finger, but somehow the way they're holding their racket when they're defending and they have to get down very low, they're just these top players who throw themselves around the court in an effort to retrieve the shuttle. It's happening quite often.
I think this could be better than using.
Yeah, it is, and I think also it's because of the surface of the floor mats that it's a little bit like sandpaper, which is of course good when you're moving around on it, and because you get a better grip. But when you put your skin towards it with pressure and speed, then then it will give you some scratches.
Yeah. Deputy tournament referee Girish Natu, in the red shirt, also in attendance. Well, while we wait for this medical timeout to be concluded, I'm going to give you my second little quiz question of the day, Lars. Which is the only country to have a clean sweep of medals in the men's singles discipline at the World Championships?
Clean sweep of medals. The obvious guess would be China, but I can't tell you when that should have been.
No, the answer is Indonesia. And Indonesia achieved that in Jakarta in 1980. Gold medal to Rudy Hartung, silver to Liam Sweeking, and the two bronze to Hadianto and Luis Bongo.
Impressive.
They were totally dominant at one stage, Indonesia, in the men's singles discipline. Oh, that was a nice block from Yun.
4-3.
In fact, Indonesia have, over the years, won 26 medals in men's singles discipline. And this, of course, is only the 23rd staging of the World Championships.
Service over. 4-all.
Well, he put that hand down again as he tried to defend that, Sugiarto.
Yeah, but this is something that will please Hu Yun, that he gets through with his attack, because Sugiarto has a very good defense, and I think that's the reason why he's beaten him 3 times in a row. That it's hard for Hu Yun to get through with his attack, and especially as the match progresses.
5-all.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our technical officials for our next match.
Service over.
Good choice here, and he's good at finding these small speed changes, Hu Yun.
Service over.
That looked rather awkward to me. I'm not quite sure what happened there from Hu Yun.
No, but he's all the time going for very tight net shots, and that means that you will miss it once in a while.
Yeah.
But he knows that in order to get a good attacking position, then he needs to play the net very, very accurately. And I think that might also be the reason why he overplayed his attack in one of the rallies before in this match.
Service over. 7-6.
Just missed it. I have a feeling that you need to play that shot. I have a feeling that it may have gone wide. This one
Yeah,
here.
this one, yeah. And then if you take one that's already wide, then it's hard to hit it inside afterwards.
Yeah.
8-7.
And what we're watching here is really a battle between Huyun's offense and then the defense and counter-attack from Sugiarto, which he shows very well here. Good attack towards the body here, and you can see Huyun is trying to give it an angle back, but it is very difficult, and normally you will get a return in the center of the court from a smash like that.
Almost landed in. Well, challenge here from Sugiarto.
Tommy Sugiarto challenge. Called in.
I think maybe he got surprised because the drift carried it back in. He thought it was wide, but let's see what Hawkeye thinks.
Good challenge.
10-7. Successful. Service over. 8-10.
A nice battle here in the flat drives, but then Sugiarto plays it too flat and too short, and Huyun can finish it.
Service over. 11-8.
So a 3-point advantage at the mid-game interval in favour of Tommy Sugiarto. And it's been an interesting start to this match. Sugiarto, without a coach, competes internationally independently of the national team. I remember I read a quote some time ago, Lars, from Huyun, who said, "I want to keep playing until I can't run anymore." He just loves the sport. He loves being part of these big occasions.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
But he's got strapping on both knees.
Yeah, but he is a very skillful player, and you could see that he's like playing like the game like a child is playing with their toys. He's inventing all the time, and
Yeah.
and he doesn't get frustrated with a mistake or two. He just tries to play well in the next rally.
Yeah. Oh, yes, that's nice. Very, very clever.
Service over. 9.
Almost a tennis shot there, topspin, smash return. Watch this. It goes over the shot and then it's very fast and very quickly onto the floor.
Service over. 12-9.
Missed it.
13-9. Service over. 10-13.
Another lovely smash return here, again cross court.
And again, was that with a little bit of topspin, do you think?
Yeah, even though he's almost hitting it from the floor, actually, then he still manages to give it a little bit of topspin. And
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? I mean, it's great skill. The timing
14,
on that must be incredible.
10.
his touch on the shuttle is amazing.
Service over. 11-14. Service over. 15-11. Sixteen, 11.
It's going wide.
Service over. 12-16.
And even though he's not in optimal positions at the in and around the net, Hu Yun, he still manages to play his shots both with angle and then very tight, and that's why Sugiarto makes mistakes like the one before.
Good rally. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, lost his balance at the front of the court, Sugiarto.
Yeah, and he has almost lost that rally, Hu Yun, but then he comes up with this shot that completely surprises Sugiarto. But if you want to do shots like that, then you also have to accept that sometimes you will make some mistakes because it's a high risk, and that is also why he has some very good results, Hu Yun, but he can also lose matches sometimes where you get a little bit surprised.
Here.
And I think he would have been a little bit disappointed when he saw the draw for this World Championships, because I don't think Sugiarto is his favorite opponent, because he can neutralize his attacking game quite well, and then it becomes a little bit too physical for him.
Yeah.
Service over. 17-13.
Yeah, once again going for a really acute, difficult angle. And as you've just pointed out, Lars, sometimes you do make mistakes with that time from the backhand side.
Yeah, and it can seem like a big mistake, but it's just a fraction. He has to hit it differently on the racket, and then it goes where he wants it.
14-18. Change.
Well, this opening game is certainly not a foregone conclusion, is it?
It's not, and it's very nice to watch the skills of both players. The way they. I said that the right time, didn't I? What a lovely return from Sugiarto. Just moving his body to the one side and playing the shuttle to the other.
Service over. 16-19.
But then he got his own medicine back. Another lovely return here, very deceptive, also very risky.
Short. Yep.
Service over.
Yeah, and I think actually the first lift from Sugiarto was wide.
60.
And that's normally one of Hu Jun's strengths to judge.
So game point opportunity for Sugiarto.
Okay.
And takes on his first opportunity, that opening game, 21-16 in 22 minutes. He had to work hard for it, though. Good opening game.
是这样的，但是说注意不要太着急，然后有时候攻的时候球比较高的时候，唔使太急啊，稍微看一看，停一停。发球那边一定要注意那个时间，或者是弹啊、长啊、轻啊也是结合好。他冲的比较快，所以你那个变化，到时候发球上面要注意。
Is it the same?
He always looks very, very laid back, does Hu Jun. Running repairs needed for Sugiarto. Yeah, those plasters, with the players perspiring so heavily, it is difficult to make the plasters stick. This time it's tournament referee Dennis Lee in attendance on court. Well, there is no set time period for a medical timeout in the sport of badminton.
You mark it down, right?
Yeah.
Mark it down, right, with the time.
But Lars, just going back on a point we made towards the end of that first game, Hu Yun just loves his badminton. And I think that's emphasised by the point that over the last 5.5 years, he's played 63 of the last 66 Super Series tournaments.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Just loves playing. And it's so lovely to see that childlike enthusiasm. That loves being on court, loves the opportunity to...
then you tell the umpire. Okay. If nothing else, then keep on playing.
Yeah, if nothing else, carry on playing. If it starts bleeding again, you tell the umpire, yeah, because we really need to get on with this match because his opponent, Hu Yun, is being kept waiting.
But I don't think Hu Yun minds a little bit of extra break. That could be exactly what he needs in order to play his attacking game from the beginning of the second game here.
Second game. Low all. Play.
It's found the line.
1 love.
Yeah, magnificent.
Yeah, and Sugiarto anticipates the flat clear here, the punch clear from Hu Yun, and meets it early and plays his cross-court snap.
1 all.
It's a good rally.
But it's a very good investment from Sugiarto because he knows the tougher he can make the match physically, the bigger the likeliness is that he will win. So he doesn't mind a few long rallies here in the beginning, especially after the extra break after the first game.
Oh, that had a little think
3
about it.
1.
Sat on the top of the tape and then fell back his side. Look at that. Oh, well, deceived himself there, I think, Hu Yun. Tried a bit of trickery.
Yeah, and it seems to me like he's lost a little bit of confidence in his game. It's hard for him to see a way out of the problems he's in, even though it's second game is still very young. But it's hard for him to find a way to win the points.
Yeah, that's nice.
But he still plays very, very enjoyable badminton.
Service over. 2 5.
Such nice skills. Look at that one.
And do you think, like I do, that his backhand is very reminiscent of Taufik Hidayat?
It is, and I also think that in the front court, his backhand is much stronger than his forehand
3
side.
5.
Wow.
Change.
Yeah,
7 of the last 8 points.
Change it. Change it.
and Tommy Sugiarto is maybe playing it a little bit too slow now. He's playing the right shots, but the pace of the game is not high enough to keep Huyun away from the strong attack.
It's gone long.
Service over.
That was a very,
17,
very important
14.
point. Huge psychological difference between Sugiarto now having a 3-point advantage, or there just been 1 point in it. Yeah.
18,
Simple
14.
block across court into the open space.
Yeah, very good balance and control there.
Play.
Just directing it cross court.
Tommy Sugiarto. Challenge.
So a challenge here.
Yeah, and I think he could have a point.
Yes, good
Direction.
challenge.
In. Nineteen, 14.
Oh, that's gone long. Well, that goes down as a missed opportunity. And it means that Tommy Sugiarto has 6 opportunities to close out this match and find himself in the second round. Yeah, he was slightly off balance. I'll give him that, but it was an opportunity nonetheless.
20, match point, 40. Ball. Touch the net. Service
A
over.
fault called on
15, 20.
Huyun.
You
I'm not
touch the
quite
net
sure
with
what
the
the
racket.
Oh, the fault is called on Sugiarto. Goodness me.
You touch the net with the racket.
Umpire thinks he touched the net.
Let's have another look at that then. Well, I didn't see it. It certainly wasn't over the net. Well.
Game.
Well, second match point opportunity is converted by Sugiarto.
Congratulations.
46 minutes for his victory.
Match won by
21-16,
21-16,
15.
21-15. Thank you. Thank you, Elgio.
So he's safely through to the second round, the bronze medalist from 3 years ago, Tommy Sugiarto, and he will be very happy with that. And he looked very impressive indeed. So Glasgow City, not only the largest city in Scotland, I believe it's the 4th largest city in the United Kingdom. Emirates Arena is where it's all happening, the Total BWF World Championships. the 23rd staging of this prestigious event. Next match is the European champion, the English player Rajiv Usif, and the number 16 seed here. He's up against Adam Mendrik. Adam Mendrik of the Czech Republic. As far as this match is concerned, this is the last section of the top half of the draw. And the winner of the match we are about to watch will play against Samir Verma of India. Nice to see Verma back after injury problems. Of course, he was finalist at the Hong Kong Superseries event last year.